Gary Loh, the founder and chairman of DiMuto, based here in Singapore. Please welcome Gary up to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, I think everyone's going to be after lunch, and I'll just cut to a video straight away so you can watch.
With DiMuto,
There's one on the plane. One of the things that is actually counterintuitive, when they say that if anytime the oxygen mask falls, right, make sure you put the oxygen mask on yourself before the child. We all care about the child. We all care about the small farmers. But if you don't really know what's going on to the adult, maybe he's going to be a liability. And in this case, DiMuto is really trying to solve what we call the messy middle. A lot of the times, the data isn't just able to flow, and this is kind of like the views that we have. So how do we then take this data that we have that comes from, we broke the chain from the messy middle, divided from the buyer to the consumer, and then from the packer, we go back all the way to the farm. So you all know the problem, it's huge, especially for the trade financing side. Sometimes when I was running my China operations, we actually have a bag full of renminbi that goes to the farm to buy the fruits. And to be very honest, I don't really know whether that money really reaches people that we're supposed to buy. So this is where the digital wallet in the end is really very important for us. And this is really, as you all already know, it's creditworthiness, vulnerability to nature, collateral. There's really not much collateral when you talk to small farmers, usually in pen and paper. And this story is really cute because this guy on the left told me about how he used to write everything down, and the dog ate and bit one of his files the other day. So he lost quite a lot of data. But right now he puts everything onto a mobile phone. So the kind of operations that we work on is really about how do you capture the data and how do you see and making them visible. The fact that now we know who that farmer is actually one small little step. And what does he do? What does he pack? When does he pack it? And what is available to ship? So that's kind of like the information that we see. Now, this then goes to the kind of similar things. It is literally from that small, it's not even a 1 hectare, it's 1 acre farm. It goes in, it's packed. Most of the time, the agronomists do not know when it was packed and when it's harvested. So this is the kind of information that we get, and then it's now going straight to the retail store. So it's that kind of detail that we have. And of course, the reason why we actually showed GGR earlier is to really say that at the end, whatever they pack needs to go to the consumer, and we need to make sure that the consumer knows who this is. Now, so to reduce that risk, as we are all here for, it really is, if you can't see what you're moving, it's very hard to manage. And that's kind of like that visibility things that we are. Making them visible changes the way it is. So we built the app, we know what they plant, when they plant, which lot they planted, when it's coming up. We know who they send it to. We know the box that basically is eventually sold to each store. So that's kind of like the data that we already have in our system. And so in terms of our AI-powered financial system, it allows us to now see the fruits that you pack. You have trade data, and I was a banker for 15 years. So what we had is we always had financial data. What we now have is more than just financial. Product data, trade data, transaction data, sustainability data. And I think one of the things that we have also done in the very same application for the farmer to use is also a digital wallet to ensure that the money is actually going to them. And they can go to the convenience stores and then use it for them. The financial visibility portion really cuts down the risk as far as we are concerned. That means we actually go down to the very single box. For example, when you're talking about smallholder farmers, they're not packing 1,400 carton into a container. They're just packing maybe 30 carton boxes a day, goes into a truck, and the truck goes on to the next farm to collect the next 30 boxes. So this are kind of like my micro data that are now available, and now we can see it on the whole platform itself. So for us, capturing the end-to-end data visibility is really what we did, solving the messy middle, taking care of that adult in the relationship, so that now we can take care of that child. So that's kind of approach that we've been doing in terms of how we actually reduce the risk in mitigating how lending can actually work a lot better. So this is DiMuto. My name is Gary. You can find me in LinkedIn. Thank you very much.